Have you ever wondered about the darkest psychological techniques used in manipulation? Today, we explore a psychological technique so dark, so potent, it can make anyone fall in love. But remember, this technique is a masterclass in manipulation, a toxic cocktail of validation, withdrawal, and insecurity. Our aim is not to arm you with a tool for deceit, but to shine a light on this underbelly of psychology, to help you recognize and protect yourself against such manipulation. We're pulling back the curtain on a 3-step push-pull process, a method that is as intriguing as it is unsettling. First, the manipulator builds a pattern of pleasure and validation, making the other person feel amazing. Then they break this pattern, pulling away emotionally and physically. Finally, they feed off the insecurities their actions have caused by validating the other person only occasionally. Prepare to delve into the 3-step push-pull process, a potent tool in the manipulator's arsenal. The process begins with building a pattern of pleasure and validation. Now, let's delve into the intricacies of this first step. Imagine being the puppeteer in this psychological drama. Your task is to make your subject, or shall we say marionette, feel absolutely amazing in your presence. To achieve this, you indulge in a pattern of positive reinforcement and validation. You shower them with compliments, making them feel special, unique, and worthy. You become a source of joy, a beacon of positivity, and a wellspring of validation for them. And who doesn't enjoy being validated, right? This constant stream of positivity creates a pattern, a habit, if you will, in their mind. They start associating you with pleasure, with validation, and with feeling good about themselves. You become an integral part of their emotional landscape, a piece of their happiness puzzle. But what happens when this pattern of pleasure and validation is broken? Stay tuned to find out. The second step is the antithesis of the first. The manipulator pulls away. Here's where the plot thickens. The manipulator, having built up a pattern of pleasure and validation, suddenly retracts. They withdraw emotionally and physically, leaving the target in a state of confusion and longing. Imagine being treated to a feast every day, only to have the table abruptly cleared away. The absence of what once was can be a powerful motivator. And that's the crux of this step. The target, feeling the void left by the manipulator, begins to question their self-worth. Insecurity seeps in, breeding a sense of desperation. The target craves the validation they've grown so accustomed to, the validation that was so generously given and then so abruptly taken away. It's a psychological game that plays on one's deepest fears and insecurities. Then, in a twist of irony, the target starts to chase the manipulator. The final step feeds off the target's insecurities. Here, we see the manipulator using a form of intermittent reinforcement, a potent psychological tactic. The manipulator validates the target, but only occasionally. This unpredictable pattern of validation is akin to a gambler's rush. Each time validation is given, it's like a jackpot win, intensifying the target's desire for more. This sporadic show of validation further amplifies the target's chase for the manipulator's approval. It's a sophisticated dance of desire and denial, where the manipulator holds all the power. Every moment of affirmation becomes a lifeline for the target, a beacon in the fog of their confusion and insecurity. The target's self-esteem is now intertwined with the manipulator's validation. Their emotional dependence grows, and their obsession deepens. It's an unhealthy cycle that feeds off the target's insecurities and makes them chase an elusive sense of self-worth. The target, now hooked, becomes absolutely obsessed with the manipulator. In summary, the 3-step push-pull process is a potent but toxic technique. It begins with building a pattern of pleasure and validation, making the other person feel amazing around you. Then, abruptly you pull away, causing instant self-esteem issues and a subconscious craving for the validation they've grown accustomed to. Finally, you feed off their insecurities by validating them only sporadically, intensifying their chase and obsession. This technique, while effective, is a dark manipulation that plays on human vulnerabilities. It preys on insecurities and self-esteem, creating a cycle of dependence and obsession that can be extremely harmful. It's crucial to remember that genuine relationships are built on mutual respect, understanding, and care, not manipulation. If you find yourself in a situation where these tactics are being used, recognize them for what they are and protect yourself. Knowledge is power. Stay aware, stay safe.